Hi everyone, and welcome to another CHIMERA episode. In CHIMERA we modify No Man's Sky to see all the pretty and coolio procedural generation we can get in the No Man's Sky engine. Guys, I do not know if the absolute staggering terrain generation of this planet will come through in this video, but I can honestly say, out of the hundreds and hundreds of worlds that I've seen, this one had the most dynamic terrain that I've ever seen. I mean, at first glance, you may just look at it and say, okay, well, it looks cool, but it doesn't look that cool. You have to really look at this. There are huge spherical boulders stuck into these mushroom-shaped land masses, and they're huge. There are other areas that you'll see where I don't know, they're just twisted in ways and combined in ways that if you just saw 2 or 3 of the shapes on other planets, you would say that's really cool. But there are dozens of variations just within a few, a few hundred yards of exploring in this. The creatures are even cool, and these towering vegetation is kind of unique too. Like the leaves or the canopies, whatever the hell, the treetops look really cool. They're kind of like 3-layered leafy stuff. But apparently this kind of generation is some rough stuff, because this I had 5 crashes so far on this planet. So ordinarily after about 2 crashes, even if the planet is cool, I just say, okay, well, I recorded enough, and then I move on. Oh no, this one got loaded up and crashed 5 times, and I didn't care. I kept going. Every corner I came around was just more amazing than the previous. I mean, I don't know. I like I say, I don't know if it'll be conveyed properly in the video, but guys, I'm telling you, the terrain on this world is just stellar, I wanted to just explore. I kept like jerking around. I don't know if you'll see it or not. I kept jerking around, looking all around in 360, because I was like, wow. This is a radioactive world, and of course this is version 1.0 with my CHIMERA testing. I would like go around the corner, and I'm like, oh, this is gonna be cool, and then crash, and I'd be like, dang it. So I'd reload, and anyways, about 5 or 6 minutes in, each time it crashed. But this last time I played for about 20 minutes without a crash, so God knows what it is. I mean, sometimes it's it's memory. What is it called? Memory leaks. What is it called? I forget what they call it, but a lot of times that has to do with using too much RAM, and you get a memory crash or memory whatever the heck. I'm tired. I can't think of the name right now. But I mean, like, see this? Like, there's a hole in that rock formation right over there. There's a big hole through it. But and I'm sure maybe you've seen these rock formations before, and with a hole in it. Okay, but no, look at all the formations here. Look at all the different shapes. Okay? And I'll get over here. And then, so in addition to this holy rock, there's also all these other amazing shaped formations. it's just too much, and it crashes. But I don't know if the terrain is actually why it's crashing. I think it's just the fact that modifications tend to do that. They're not optimized. There a lot of times there's, like I say, I use conflicting mods, and there's a lot of incompatibilities. So God knows what's actually causing the crash. But this planet just excited the heck out of me, guys. I'm a terrain guy. You give me super cool terrain, maybe put a little bit of grass and some trees, and I'm happy. Terrain is everything to me. So this was just a treat. I don't know. I mean, I was looking up at this too, and like the scale of it, like the terrain I'm able to get, the scale of the terrain is just massive. And I don't know, this is just really cool.
Radiation protection stabilizing.
It's like when I would get to this, I'd be like, I have to see what's over this ridge. And then you look and it never disappointed. This planet never disappointed. I mean, look at this. I mean, you have flat you have like a flat plateau, and then you have these huge massive structures. And then there's caves and stalactites all in there. And then there's just everything. This is a radioactive world. If this planet would have ended up a paradise planet, and all this was covered with grass, oh my gosh. I think I would have just completely flipped out. But even barren, like this is this is a barren radioactive world, but man, just everywhere you look, there's just unique terrain. It's so funny because I looked, and I know some people have put more hours into it, but I recently looked at Steam. Look at that cave. Oh, that cave down there looked cool, and this like cliff looks pretty cool. It looked like I put 350 hours into Beyond, and Beyond is my least favorite version. So if I at least put that much time into each version. So so I hope none of you do the math and figure out how much time I've put into No Man's Sky. But what's amazing is, for any of you that play No Man's Sky on PC, I highly, highly encourage you to give yourself a diversity overhaul by installing through the Steam Depot the legacy versions of No Man's Sky. It's just each version has its own unique characteristics. Each version is different. Some versions there's subtle differences, but there is enough variation between versions that make it entirely worth it to install every version. The No Man's Sky engine is just, there's so much potential, so much. Rayrod's Multiverse Alpha is going to be out soon. I don't know if you guys have checked that out. If you have not checked it out, check it out. Rayrod is one of the most devoted No Man's Sky modder that I know of. He's working on the Multiverse, which is a complete overhaul of Beyond, and he's bringing the Multiverse eventually to the legacy versions. Guys, it is a 2020 is going to be a amazing time for No Man's Sky. Not to mention all the hints Sean Murray and Hello Games has given us, indicating something to do with legacy versions. We have those hints talking about pre-release worlds. I think it really is going to be a great year for No Man's Sky. Look at this, guys. Just look at this. I mean, do you see what I mean? The geometry, the variation, and this is just one section. How many sections have we seen so far? This is the most diverse terrain planet I've ever seen. I can say that honestly. I definitely made notations for my modifications. I screenshotted all the modifications that I did, and I backed up the save. I was very sure to make sure that I was able to recreate this world in the future, because it just was staggering to me. Some of you guys don't like the radioactive planets or the foggy planets, but guys, just focus on the terrain itself. Ugh, I'm in love with this planet. Just wonderful. Truly sci-fi experience to explore this planet. I don't have this much fun in any other game. No other game gives me the satisfaction of exploration like No Man's Sky. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and we will see you next time.